Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is Straight Up to Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we're back with episode 1 of a new series on my channel, and it's going to be called The Rebuilding Project. Now, what is the Rebuilding Project? Well, I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but, well, kind of now, sort of. I'm going to be explaining it throughout this video. But first things first, we better start up our franchise for Season 1 of The Rebuilding Project. Now, what The Rebuilding Project is going to be is a compilation of simulation franchises, associations, stuff like that, and we're going to be rebuilding teams by simulating most of the games. Now, what's going to happen is, for every episode, I will play one game. The gameplay will be at the end of the episode. It will be after we do whatever moves that we do in the episode, and it will be in a 2 to 3 minute highlight segment, very Sports Center like almost. So the first season, so it's going to be divided into different seasons. So for each season is going to be a different simulation, association, or franchise. Now we're starting out with an MLB 12 The Show franchise. It's going to be a Chicago Cubs franchise. Now, when this is done, you know, after I'm going to end this right when we win the World Series. After we win the World Series, we're going to move on to Season 2. That could be an NBA 2K13 association. That could be something else. Who knows? Maybe it'll be another MLB franchise. Kind of depends. But anyway, so the episodes are going to be, first off, we're going to end spring training. So the episodes are going to work like this. First episode, I'm just going to be introducing the roster, making, you know, looking at some guys and stuff, deciding who we want to trade and stuff like that. And then I'm going to play games somewhere here. I'm not really sure which one yet, but we're going to play one of these games. Next episode, it's going to be the draft, then the trade deadline in the same episode. And after that, we're going to play one of these August or September games. Then it's going to be either the playoffs or the offseason or something like that. So it's going to be really only 2 to 3 games a year. Mostly simulation, but with occasional gameplay with these guys, so that you guys can see it. Because every time I do one of these, you guys beg me for gameplay. So, anyway, let's take a quick look at the roster. I'm not going to be making any trades this episode. I'm just going to be kind of addressing the roster, talking about the guys that I want to look to deal during the deadline. Now, one of them is going to be Matt Garza. He's on an expiring contract. He still has some trade value. We could definitely try to deal him. Same with maybe Jeff Samardzija. I think I'm going to hang on to him for now. I do want to try and trade Carlos Marmol because same thing, expiring contract, probably get a little bit of value for him. And I do want to trade Alfonso Soriano. He has a 2-year deal left, kind of expensive. It's just not beneficial for us. I'm not sure if I'll really be able to get anything for him, but hopefully we will be able to. Now, I did use some rosters with some prospects on them. These are not the Operation Sports rosters. For future ones, I'm going to be using the Operation Sports rosters, but these ones are good enough for now. They're one of the few ones that didn't actually overrate like every single player, which a lot of them do, which is really frustrating. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of them overrate a lot of the players. Like sometimes Jorge Soler will be like an 80 overall already, which is just ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm happy that he's a lower overall. He probably should be like a 65, but I'd rather him be a lower overall than actual, like, I don't know how I'm trying to say that. But anyway, we also have two I always get these two confused. I think this is a generated player. This is the real Ardios Vizcaíno. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway. So yeah, really not much for this episode in terms of roster moves. I'm gonna be looking at the free agents. I think we might sign a pitcher because there are some good pitchers available. Although Carlos Villanueva is fine. If we deal one of these guys, then we could probably use another pitcher, but where's free agents? This is live commentary, by the way. And just, yeah, okay, so Michael Bourne isn't here. That's good. That means he's on the Indians. So we could sign, probably, like, if I could sign one of these guys, I'd sign Dallas Braden. Hey, I'd probably sign him over Stauffer. Well, Stauffer has slightly better stats and everything except stamina. The downside of Braden is his durability is like a 12, which is rightfully so. Very injury-prone guy. I don't think we need to sign one of these guys, one of these three. Wilson Valverde or Francisco Rodriguez or even Jose. He signed with somebody. I can't remember who though. Contreras. And as for the rest of these guys, I don't think we're going to sign anybody. Now we're going to just quickly go through some housekeeping stuff. We're going to go to training assignments. Make sure, yeah, these are all on auto. That's good. I'm really not too concerned with anything or any training assignments or anything like that. I don't think we have to go through too much else. Yeah, I don't believe so. So I think the first game we're going to play, first we have to pick a series. maybe the Cincinnati series, or we can go into May. And maybe we'll do a maybe we'll do an interleague series to start out. I'm not sure. Because after the trade deadline, we won't be able to play interleague. So yeah, I think we'll do a series against the White Sox. This is a cool home and home. So yeah, we're going to simulate up to here. Simulating a lot of games. So I'm obviously not expecting this team to do so well right now. I'm going to keep with you guys through the simulation so you can kind of see what types of moves I do. Edwin Mason-Net is out for 1 to 2 months. Auto that. That's fine. Probably should have set our lineups, but I'm really not too concerned with what the lineups like at this point. As long as none of my big prospects or anything are up in the majors, which I know they're not. The guys that I'm going to be building around for the future are... actually, first off, I'm gonna ask Ryan how he turns his. Actually, I should just have the Cubs auto fix that. How he turns his injury notifications off, because pretty annoying, quite frankly. I might just cut this out. I'm not really too sure, but can't remember what I was gonna say. Anyway, so it looks like we're 6-5 at this point. Wellington Castillo's out for a little bit. I'm autoing a lot of this. I really don't pay attention to this sometimes. Artios Vizcaino. Alright, he is not too injured. That's good. If he gets badly injured, I think his potential might go down. Looks like he's fine though. It's good. Samardzia's having a good year. I might want to use Samardzia or Matt Garza. I might use Matt Garza if I get a chance to in that series. Alright, I'm just going to cut this till we get to the point where I'm done simulating. Alright, I'm back. I found a way to turn off the injury notifications. Hopefully this should go a lot faster. Now we'll just get notifications when the rosters aren't full or anything like that, and in that case, that's when we know someone will have come back from an injury or someone will be out for an injury or something like that. And at that point, we can decide whether or not to address it. Wow, Reds are having a really good year in terms of pitching or whatever. We are 8.5 games back. That's fine. I'm not really expecting to do any good this year, obviously, but I'm really actually hoping for a better draft pick than anything else. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this series. I think it's gonna be really cool. It's something that I can continue for almost forever, really. And it's something that I can post sporadically. You know, there's no set schedule for it. I can just post whenever I feel like it. And it's going to be a really good series, I think. You know, it's going to be multiple seasons, so multiple teams. And Cubs franchise, just the first one I decided to do. Maybe next one, like I said, I'll do a 2K association or, you know, something along those lines. We'll see. But anyway, we're getting up towards this series. Or this kind of, not even series, like multiple series. So I think we're going to use Matt Garza because he's the guy that I plan on trading at the deadline. So I want to at least use him for a little bit. I'm going to get rid of all these mailboxes or whatever. No, not mailbox. Simulate this game. And we're going to get into these highlights. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the highlights.
Alright, in this battle of Chicago here, it will be Cubs versus White Sox, and instead of using the Matt Garza game, I accidentally simulated that game, so you're seeing Edwin Jackson face-off against Zach Stewart, and it was not a good day for Edwin Jackson. Alex Rios takes him yard right there, and that would give the White Sox an early 1-0 lead. And you're going to see this. It was a common theme throughout the day. Bad pitching and great hitting by the Chicago White Sox. Diane Viciato is going to take this one into right field. And sadly, Nate Scherholtz is not going to be able to play cleanly. This one's going to get to the wall. Runner will round third base and touch home for a run as Viciato gets into third safely. And the White Sox now already have a 2-0 lead. So now, with Alfonso Soriano up at the plate, he is going to take this one to the left field with Brett Jackson running at first. He was going to round third, and he's going to end up scoring on the play safely on an RBI double from Alfonso Soriano. So the Cubs do show life on offense, getting a run there. But now, with your score at 5-1, Alexi Ramirez at the plate. This one's going to get away from Wellington Castillo behind the plate. One run will score on that one. Another will move up to second base. And now, later in the at-bat for Alexi Ramirez, Alexi takes this one in the deep left field. This one is back at the track, at the wall, and gone. A 2-run shot for Alexi Ramirez, and the White Sox would take an 8-1 lead. So a rough day for Edwin Jackson on the hill. He would be pulled shortly, but before that, he's still on the mound here, and Diane Viciato is going to take this one back, and you can put it on the board. Yes, and the White Sox have a 9-1 lead now thanks to Diane Viciato's solo home run. And Zach Stewart was on the mound for the White Sox. He would have a very good day as he's going to induce the 4-6-3 double play right there from Luis Valbuena. And once again now, with Gordon Beckham up, he is going to get beaned right there by the Cubs reliever. Things would get awfully chippy in the later innings. But with Brett Jackson up in the bottom of the 8th, he's going to strike out swinging. Zach Stewart continues his great day. And the White Sox are going to end up taking this game 10-1. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And so I'm out. Peace.